Right, hello. How is everyone? Welcome to the stream on the 24th of April 2021. Today I thought we'd carry on with the Sentinel that we were building in the last few live streams. Also, as with pretty much every other stream that I've done recently, we're going to go over some new stuff as well. Just let me know, chat, if you can hear me fine. I hope the music not overpowering me or anything. Also, sorry if I sound a bit out of breath. I've just walked the dogs and literally just sat down. But yes, we'll get over that quite swiftly, I hope. Anyway, yeah, let's go over some new stuff. I don't really think there's anything on the Halo side that's new. I can't remember if this was retextured as it was now back then, but I haven't really done anything with Halo at the minute. Just still getting back to the Stalwart frigate that I've been working on over there. But yeah, for Star Wars, a couple of new things. We've got, I don't think there's anything new here. The Consular is finally finished. There will be a showcase for this coming soon at some point. I just need to get the proper setup and everything for that. But yeah, this has been a work in progress for like about 6 months, so glad to finally finish it. And literally the only thing that needed finishing from about 4 or 5 months ago was just this underside here and then adding these antenna on top. That was literally it. That was the only thing that needed to do, and I've just kept putting it off, and yeah. But it looks great. I don't think anything else is new on the Republic side from what I remember. I think everything here has been showed before. Nothing new on this side either. Still working on the 2-to-1 Juggernaut, the new version of that. Obviously compared to the old one. A lot smaller, but it's more accurate. The gap between the body and the wheels was horrible there. So, there's nothing new on this side, I don't think. Oh, except the Tri-Fighter. This was mostly made by Clone 543, so credit to him basically for this. He did the bottom wings and like all the coloration of the build pretty much. So, yeah, big props to him. On this side, though, we have a couple of new ones. I think. Oh yeah, we have. I'll show that in a minute. But the I literally just did this about half an hour ago. This is the new 1-to-1 homing Spider Droid OG9 Spider Droid, so that's nice. I'm just going to read a few of your starting off comments essentially. Yeah, hi to everyone, and yeah, Michael. Halo's one of those that once I actually get into it and get building, I make like a load of things at once. Whereas I can just do like one-off Star Wars projects and it just sort of flows. But yeah, with Halo it's a bit different, but trust me, there will be new stuff coming very, very soon. Yeah, so speaking of the MTT, the front of this has been changed just a little bit, ready for the tutorial for whenever it comes. Obviously the open version's the same, and then the blue one has been completed now. So this will be part of the tutorial as sort of like an alternate colour scheme as well, which will be interesting. Or I could potentially do this one as the main one, because obviously the colour scheme is probably easier, and then have that as the alternate. But I don't know, we'll see. Nothing new on the Rebel side, I don't think. Still needs to finish that Solo Falcon. Laid out the framework for a new Tanta V4 as the measurements have changed, which, you know, whatever. Sure, we'll do another one, I guess. I still think this is pretty much accurate to what we see in both the movie and on the... I don't know what map it is, but it's the forest. How do you pronounce it? Aegean Kloss or Aegean? I don't know how you say it. But it's sort of landed in the cave on that map. And yeah, I mean, it looks about this size in the game, so... I don't know. I don't know where they got the 126 meter measurement from, but whatever. I don't think there's anything new 1-to-1 Imperial, but there is some new 2-to-1s. So we have the... where is it? Over here. There we go. The new 2-to-1 scale Imperial Patrol Transport, which is the one from Rebels. Again, same as the one from over there, wherever it is. I think it's there. It's still pretty small, like the interior is still really cramped, but you know, you get more detail in there now, which is good. Who's your favourite Star Wars character? Boba Fett. Always Boba Fett. Still need to make the TIE Reaper 2-to-1 scale, that'll be a good one. Ultimate Gamer asks, can you do larger tutorials spread between videos? I used to do that, but I didn't like the idea of having multiple different parts to a video, because it was just the case that the first one would have like the max amount of views, and then they just slowly drip down till it was like a tenth of the percentage on the last one, which I just prefer to have it all in one. I did that with the 1-to-1 Slave 1 tutorial, and I probably might end up doing the same with the 2-to-1 again, which obviously would be a massive video, but you know, whatever. Love that 2-to-1 shuttle, built it 3 times high. Yeah, well, this one, yeah, it's been updated as well for 1.16, or mostly anyway. Some of these stone brick stairs could be changed, but yeah, it has been, especially the middle wing has been updated with the new colour scheme, apart from these cobblestone walls, which I didn't even notice. Snowy the White Wolf says, is there a difference between the original trilogy Slave 1 and the Slave 1 from the Mandalorian? Interesting question. I like that, because I like looking at things like this. From what I can tell, the kind of shoulders, so I go to the Slave 1 model really quick. The Slave 1 looks kind of rounder in the overall sort of arch of the nose, so like this bit would probably be better on the 2-to-1 model actually. So like the way it looks from the front, it seems a lot rounder, and these bits, I'm not sure what colour they are actually meant to be. I think they're like a very dark green, but then in Mandalorian, I think they are just pure kind of emeraldy, I guess. Whereas I think in the original trilogy they were a bit darker. But yeah, there's bound to be some differences here and there. I would just have to compare the two models a bit closer, I think. Hello, Adam. No, you didn't really miss anything. I was just showing off some new builds. Yeah, and over here we have what will essentially end up being Django's Slave 1 as well, which I did mention in the Slave 1 video. I would just do kind of like a very short sort of video explaining how to change that colour scheme over, because there's no build differences. Django and Boba's are just going to be the same build, but with a different colour scheme. Will you ever do an Imperial Juggernaut? Yes, that is something that I would want to build. I don't know if they've released sizes for it yet, or even an estimate, but if there is sizes, I can definitely give it a go. He's going to be the 1-to-1 Sandcrawler, by the way. I think that's pretty much everything that's new, actually. What was I working on over here? There's a big box. Oh yeah, Razor Crest. Yeah, I was going to make a 2-to-1 Razor Crest. I haven't got around to it yet. Again, there's no measurements for it, but I think we've settled on kind of like a pretty accurate measurement, which was the 26.5 meters, I think, with the guns on the front. But yeah, with that, let's, because I think that's everything. Let's carry on with this. I haven't got my references ready because, like I said at the start of the stream, I was rushing because I was out with the dogs. Which, yeah, wasn't very good of me, but whatever. I want to do the wings today. So since the last stream where we worked on this, the only thing I've actually updated, I think, is added this bit on the front here, the front round part, and also changed this bit on the back a little bit as well. I'm just checking it's symmetrical, actually, because I don't think I copied it over. When will be tutorial for the U-wing? 1-to-1 or 2-to-1? And Franklin, thank you for saying you love my videos. That's really good to hear. I'm trying to work out whether I should do the wings first or carry on with these side bits. Because the Sentinel is like one of my favourite looking ships from Star Wars. I mean, I prefer the other version from Legends a lot more. Before they kind of lambdified it. So they made it more like the Imperial shuttle. Sorry if you can hear my dog barking in the background. It's just choosing the best time to do it. But yeah, they completely changed the look, and I've got rid of the other one now, which was silly of me because I could have compared it. But yeah, this one is a lot bigger than the Lambda. What are your thoughts on making Bad Batch shuttle? I don't think there's let me check. I'm just going to unfull screen for a second. I don't know what the name of their ship is. Oh, Havoc Marauder. Yeah, there's no measurements listed for it. Let's see if there's any orthographic views. It doesn't look like it. Yeah, I'd probably have to wait until measurements come out or we get some sort of orthographic views for it. Michael says, how is Clone? I'm not sure, he's not here at the minute, which I don't know what he's up to, but I'm assuming he's good. He normally drops in for an appearance at some point in the stream, normally burning something, or just messing about, but... Right, so I'm going to grab my reference images now, because I've chatted enough, and I actually need to build something this time. Because I did this last time where I just kept answering questions and never actually got around to building. So I'm going to, if you do comment and I don't reply, I'm not ignoring you. I will just answer all the questions at once. So let me just get my reference images. Trade says you're very pro at building. Thank you. A-Wing 1-to-1. I think I've done that, haven't I? I did the A-Wing 1-to-1. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have. Let's see if I can get a picture of the old Sentinel shuttle for comparison. Oh, I don't know what I just closed there. I hope that wasn't the stream. I know, it's fine. I did close something there. I'm a bit worried about what I closed. Spotify's still on, that's good. So let me just... Alright, here. If I get the window capture, will this work? Yeah, so that's the old design for the Sentinel. Which is essentially the body is way flatter. The head sort of... yeah, I guess the head's kind of in the same place. It doesn't have that weird neck thing that the new one does. The wing is a bit different as well, I think. But yeah, I just prefer the thinner body on the other one. So what's on the menu today? We're building the Sentinel in 2-to-1 scale. So I'm just getting my reference images up because I'm very bad at preparing. There we go. So I don't know if I'm completely happy with the way the head turned out, which there's a chance I might remake this head. I think it's a bit too sloped down anyway. From what I can see on the reference image, it sort of goes a bit more horizontal. But it's just the way it looks from above. Obviously, none of the details on there yet, but I'm not really happy with the way the I guess windshield is how you'd say it in the UK, with how that turned out. But yeah, we'll see about that. I'll do that at a later date because I don't want to start tearing bits off before I've even finished the rest of the build. So there is a bit here that I could do, which is essentially on the lander. If we go over there, it's these sort of bits here, and they are again on the Sentinel about there. So the reference that I'm working from doesn't have a top view or a front view or anything, so I had to like guess the width, and I think for the body it's right. I'm not sure about the head though. I think the head might be a bit too wide, but I just can't tell because I don't know what it looks like from above. If anyone can find an accurate view from above for this, that would be like super. So yeah, we could do this bit here. There's also a little bit under here that slopes up, which we could do. So I guess we'll get started on that. So let's see what materials we can use. Throw everything away. We'll start with... We're going to need stairs, that's a given. We're going to need... I'd say we need slabs. Look at me actually building on stream for once. That's very unheard of. We'll use trapdoors, carpets. We might not end up using all of these, but just good to be safe. I'm gonna have to keep like occasionally leaning away from the microphone to burp because I've had a bit of a sore throat, so I've had to be drinking a load of pop, load of soda from the US. So I'm a bit gassy. You didn't need to know that, but just so you know, if you hear like a in the background, that's me. So based on my side view, the sort of side vent thing starts at 32 blocks in. I need my wand back to measure that. Which is the back block? I think that, yeah, that's fine. So 32 is, oh, that's so close. Oh my god, that's actually where I need to be. That's such a good guess. So 33 is the one we need to be on. There we go. So if we do, let's say let's do a full block for now, just to mark that off. Get that sort of set in stone. Or in white concrete, I suppose. Funny. Delete that, let's do... So that's like a slope going up there, that's fine. We can do that. One, two. So we have to get rid of a lot of the kind of detail that we did before, which is a shame, but whatever. It has to happen. So it ends at let's say 48. Yeah, that's fine. So what's this? 47, 48. There we go. That's there. Okay. What's your favourite colour? Oddly enough, and it's not even a colour, but I love the... Well, white. I love white. But in terms of actual colours, I guess maybe green. Or... I used to like purple, but not really anymore. It would really help knowing how wide these bits are. I know there is a really accurate 3D model online. I'm going to quickly grab that. And when I do a showcase or whatever on this build, I will credit that 3D model because it's been incredibly helpful. If I could find it. I know it's there somewhere. I think this might be it. There we go. Right, so I kind of need to... it's going to be tricky. Just because this slopes as well. So if we go... Let's do some snow layers to sort of spread this out a bit. Change that to white concrete. We've got 3, make it 4. Skip 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. We've got a nice slope there. That's good. Is the Emperor shuttle? No, this is quite similar, but it's more for troop transport. So it's got a capacity of about 75 people, I think, or at least it did in Legends. Had to have a quick drink there because my voice is going already. One to 1 ATTE from Michael. Yeah, I will make that eventually. I just need to finalize a design for it because the one that I've got right now isn't perfect. So if we say, let's do that there, because it kind of needs to if we say from above, it kind of needs to curve inwards, like, let's do this without moving too fast, kind of curve inwards like that, essentially, if you watch where my cursor is. But it also needs to curve downwards as well, which, yeah, I don't really how we're going to do it, but we'll work something out, I assume. We do that for now, and then let's use birch trapdoors. Do 2 of those. How many have we got here? Let's cut that back by 1. 2 of those. It's not going to look perfect, and I probably will end up changing it, but it's worth a shot. 2 birch signs. So now we've kind of got a taper there. I would use walls if they would connect to that, but they won't. So can't really do that. And then on the underside, what are we going to do for the underside? Yeah, that's a fair point. I didn't think about that. If you don't mind me asking, have you finished the 1-to-1 Lambda class shuttle? I have finished. I'll quickly take a short look away from that. I finished the landed model pretty much. Might need a few tweaks here and there, but it's pretty much done. I need to do a flight model though. Did you ever play Battlefront 2015? I've played. I honestly can't remember how much of it I used to play back in the day. I know I had it, and I know I've played on like most of the maps, but I just can't remember for the life of me what the gameplay was like. I remember, what was it? You had to like call in heroes or whatever using pickups or something. But as for the models, yeah, I think a lot of them ended up in Battlefront 2017 as well, didn't they? They just ported a few of them over. What is the block slab stairs that you most excite for in 1.17? I can't remember what it's called. Grimstone, Deep Slate, whatever they're calling it nowadays. Right, so let me get back to this. I'm trying to work out how to do this curve well. And it kind of needs to be like that, but this is stressing me. Ooh, how about if we take these out all the way to about there. Make those top half. Yeah, I think this is good. So make that like so. That goes to there, that's fine. We'll put some snow layers. So you've still got that gap, which is what we need essentially. Could also like make some of them like that, but we'll get to that in a minute. Also, I need to remember to cover up, because there's going to be like a tiny little gap down there, since these are stairs. Next tutorial, 2-to-1 X-Wing T-70. Yeah, I'm just going to touch up the build a bit first, and then I will get on that. But it might not be the next one. After the Slave one, I just need a small one. So, I mean, the Slave one wasn't a massive tutorial, but obviously doing both the flight and the landed model in one video and doing narration for the full thing is pretty hard. So let's make these 4 trapdoors for now. Kind of got that slope going up, and we're gonna let's knock these out because those are distracting me. So we don't need those anyway. We are going to use walls, I think. It would be the best option. So that's where it ends. If we do 2 walls here, then that goes along there like that. This will need to change, because that's essentially where, well, this is actually the middle, I think, of the vent thing. So because of that, I think we need to then sort of like make these half blocks as well. I don't know, it's confusing. If we leave it like that, this is going to be where the actual vent itself is. Let's leave a gap here for that. A very loud tractor just went past my house. I don't know if you heard that. It's still going. Still going. Will you ever make a tutorial for a Venator? Yes, the 1 to 10 Venator will be one of the next big tutorials, because there's also an interior for that, made by Clone, and it's gonna be a big one. How's the Stalwart coming along? I haven't really done much work on it recently. I've been playing a lot of Master Chief Collection, but just not really been doing Halo in Minecraft at the minute, which is, it's fine. I mentioned earlier on the stream, I don't know if you were here for that, that the Halo stuff comes in kind of batches, but things like the Stalwart, they just get worked on whenever I feel like it, essentially. So we're just working on the slopes now. I think this is looking pretty good. Scale for the Venator will be 1 to 10. There's also 1 to 50. I've done the 1 to 50 before, however it has been updated a fair bit. So if in this gap we put, let's see, we'll do netherite for now. I'll probably end up changing this, but that's okay. There we go. So that's kind of the vent detail there. That's good. I'm not sure if I'm happy with the stairs being here. I think they may need to be a bit higher up, but I don't really know how I'd do it. I mean, we can give it a try. If we use these iron trapdoors all the way along instead, but then kind of cut them off about out there. But then we need to, like, I know you probably have no idea what my process is, and trust me, my process is not very conventional. I'm not very good at explaining it either. Clone will relate, because I always explain these mad schemes to him. It's just like, what? No idea what you're on about, mate. Let's cover that up. There we go. I'm sure you can testify for that. That's good. I like that. That's looking good. What I'm going to do is then add these birch trapdoors on the outside, and then the birch signs, just to add a bit more roundness. I know I say roundness, it's a very loose term, but it just smooths it out very slightly, makes it a bit more curved. But yeah, that's what that looks like. That's pretty alright. It's respectable. We just need to add this back on the front, and then we're all sorted. Did you like Mandalorian? Yeah, I love Mandalorian. It was good. And I've just watched, what was it? It's not Star Wars, but it's Marvel, and it was The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. It's alright. I've seen better shows. I don't give any spoilers or anything, and please don't in the comments, but I've seen better shows. Some very irritating characters on there is all I'll say. I want to build the Acclimator in survival, but it's huge. Yeah, if you're doing it 1-to-1, definitely. I wouldn't recommend it. I haven't even finished mine. I'll do another webcam, lovely, webcam stream at some point, and we'll play some games. I might either play Master Chief Collection or Battlefront 2, because those are like the two main games that I'm playing at the minute. Again, my dogs are barking, so sorry if you can hear that, but not really anything I can do about it at the minute. But yeah, that's good. That's respectable. I like that design. Obviously, it will need textures and stuff. Obviously, a lot of these white concrete blocks will be changed. 1 to 10 Baby Yoda. That would be like, 1 to 10. Even at 1 to 10 scale, he'd be like past the height limit. You know, he's too big. Oh, you meant 10 to 1. I think even that scale, he'd be like way bigger than. No, way bigger than he was meant to be. How tall is Baby Yoda? Probably about, what, half a meter, maybe a meter. No, he won't be a meter. That'd be crazy. Well, you never know. Well, yeah, he'd probably end up being about what, four blocks tall, maybe three blocks tall. Or am I thinking 5 to 1? 10 to 1 would be, yeah, about 5 blocks, I guess. Thinking too much into it. Yeah, alright. Anyway, moving on. So we've done that bit now. That's good. We've done that detail there. We did that ages ago, that's fine. Again, we're going to leave the head for another time. Fix that, make that better. We have textures we can do here, but again, I'd rather wait until the head has been done before we do that. And there's a lot of detail on the side here, but I'd rather wait until everything else is done, because the sides and the width and everything is all subjective, really. And it definitely, yeah, Baby Yoda is definitely not a metal. Yeah, I realised that after I said it. That would be quite scary. After all, he's just a baby. I'm going to be honest, I was thinking of regular Yoda, but then even he is probably less than a meter. Engines are, for pretty much certain, done. Like, this back bit here is essentially sorted. There. What else? There was something under here I was going to work on, isn't there? I'm going to have to turn shaders off to do that there. I'm just disconnected from the server, that was great. I hope the IP wasn't... it's not an IP though, is it? Is it? Oh. I hope not. Those engines look amazing. Oh, thank you. I need to... Wait, no. What? How's it go? It's effect, give, else, stress, night, vision. And then like do it forever, basically. There we go. Yeah, it doesn't look so pretty with night vision on. Oh well. So there's this bit here which is like a sort of, it connects the bottom of the body to the bottom of the engines, essentially. A bit of structural support. We can knock that out now, get it done. Need to work out the width of that though. From what I can tell, I'd say it's probably... we can compare it to the width of the head, although then again I already said the width of the head might change. It looks to me to be about 9 blocks wide. And it's... Let's use... in fact, we could just use the purple wool and then use the wand and just change it all at once. So what would you say? 9 wide, was it? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, let's make it... Oh, it's way too small. Let's make it 11... No, 13. Just checking that's right. Yeah, 13 looks a lot more accurate. Or it could be 15. We'll make it 15, but then we can always trim it down if not. And then if we'll work on the right hand side only. Stack it by 4. And then we'll do the same here. But then we also have to do the slabs as well. There we go. Hey Nexus, welcome. Just let me know, is the music still playing? Because if it's not, I can bring it back. If it's faint, I can turn it up a little bit. Let me know if that's too loud. Turned it up a bit now, but yeah, let me know. So let's just do this all by hand. There we go. By the way, this stream will last probably until about... Did I burst your eardrums? Yeah, the stream will last till about 8:30. Maybe shorter if my voice dies. Alright, so if we copy everything over, let's go there and then right to the top. Copy, left, okay, that's A, there we go. Oh no, actually I need to paste full, because I've changed some things. There we go. So it's now got the vent on both sides, which is good. And yeah, there we go. I just that might be too wide now, actually. I think it might need to be 13. Or is it 13? Or is it 15? No, it's 15. I'm trying to work it out, but it's... Interesting. Oh, I think... Right. I'm not sure if all of this is part of the slope, actually. I think this bit might be part of the engine underside. So the slope ends about here, essentially. So it probably is too wide now. But oh well. Yeah, from what I can see, slope should end about here, actually. So all of this in front shouldn't be part of that slope. So yeah, definitely too wide at that point. It needs to be 13, I think. The Gazanti to the right looks like a mod. Oh, this. Yeah, the tutorial for this will come at some point. How long was the other one? I think it was about an hour and 30, wasn't it, for the one-to-one Gazanti? This will probably be a 3 or 4 hour job. I swear a lot of details missing from that. I don't know if it's just not being copied over properly or... I don't know. But yeah, it does need some updates anyway. I originally built this, I think, in 1.12, and then it's just been updated to 1.15, and then I did a few bits for 1.16, like these Blackstone bits here. However, it does need like an overhaul, because there's still a lot of smooth stone all over the place from when that was the only slab, basically, grey slab in 1.12. It used to be just called stone slab, didn't it, that one? Yeah, good old days. Before it got so complicated. I'm doing a 10-hour tutorial, so I'm fine with a 3 or 2 hour tutorial. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you are. It just it does create a bit of chaos with my voice and my throat. And my sanity, but yeah, we'll get around to it at some point. So it should be coming shortly. I say shortly, very loosely. It could be within a year. So I was working on this, wasn't I? I just need to work out why that slope ends there. I'm just going to check my measurements for this. 1 second. So it should be 38 blocks down is where this engine bit should end. So if we go to here, 39 is that. So 30. Oh, that's not good. The slope is all wrong then. In that case, yikes. On my side view, you can't really see this slope, but I've got the 3D model that I'm looking at, and it definitely doesn't end there. It ends about here. So, I'm gonna have to redo that slope, sadly. I'm gonna have to look at it. It looks about the right angle, but yeah, I'm gonna have to change it. Yeah, Cerberus, I do that a lot. I mean, the Millennium Falcon, I did that over a certain course of time, but doing like the middle layers of it gets very really sort of just naffs you off and diminishes your spirits a little bit. And I tends to be the case when that happens. My voice goes quicker. I just lose all my energy doing it. I mean, normally I do, if it's a small tutorial, I do all the clips at once. Obviously, there's no need to do it in batches. When it's something over an hour, I tend to do it in parts. But it does linger, and for a couple of days, my throat's quite scratchy and horrible on those big ones. So we're going to have to redo this ramp, I guess. I'm just going to delete the whole thing. Oops. There we go. It can't hurt me anymore. Well, it can, because I'm going to have to redo it, but I guess we'll at least do it right is better than having it wrong. So I guess we're not doing that today, because I would need to remeasure everything, which I can't really do it on stream. Random blocks there, not sure why. The underside is going to be a task for another day. I mean, just look at the amount of trapdoors there. It's going to have to be kind of carved out, and some of them will be replaced with like stairs to make kind of notches in the body, and different panels. So, yeah. I mean, I remember that time we did on stream the wing here, which is the most progress I think we've made in one stream at once. It's really hard to do it and read comments at the same time, because the minute I actually get focused, I come back and there's like 15 new comments to read. I suppose I could probably do the what was I going to say? I've literally just lost my train of thought. The underside of this, ready for the ramp to go up into it. It might be easier to do that before I add the ramp on there. And don't ask me what the ramp does. I don't know if it's another route of entry or exit, or if it's just for structural support, but it's there. So let's, if I get my 3D model, well, not my 3D model, it's someone else's, but it's very good. And again, when the video comes out, I will link it, because it's been very, very helpful. We'll grab that, and then, so we said the, what did we say? We said the bottom of that bit was 38 blocks down, didn't we? So that's fine. Okay. So I've got these trapdoors here, and I don't know why, because they're not on the top. I assume they probably were on the top before I did this kind of extended bit. From what I can tell, if we start off by taking all our sort of white materials, so we use white concrete, white wool, block of quartz, diorite, and is there any others? I think we use smooth quartz somewhere. Yeah, there we go. And just throw everything else away. There we go. That can go there. And then normally I would just use the one tool and fill this in instantly. However, there are some details under there which I do want to add. So from what I can see, the ramp stops on this layer here. So what I'm going to do is just quickly mark where that is and do a line of red wool across so that I know that the ramp ends there. Obviously that will be replaced at some point. And then past that, I need a detail block, so something like a little bit darker. We'll go with... we could do polished diorite. And use that as... See you later, Darkside. Just leaving the game. Oh, right, he's back. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 11, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, 13 in total there. And then there's like, I think it's about 4 in total. There we go. That's fine. And then we fill that in with just any selection of blocks, I guess. Except that one. There we go. I don't need to do the other side because we'll just mirror it over. There's also a kind of line around the outside that sort of looks like an indent. So I am going to use, let's say, quartz stairs to do a line across here. There we go. And on that one, there we are. And then it also comes out like that's about 2 or 3 blocks. There we are. And let's bring it to yeah, let's say that one, and then bring it back to the red wool. Fill this in with random blocks again. In fact, I'm going to extend this by 1 because it looks a bit longer. There we go. And then this all on the back can also get filled in. There is another detail here, but I'm going to fill it in first and I'll come back and do it afterwards. I'm going to check some comments in a minute as well because I've left you guys sort of hanging while I was looking at my reference. So there we go. So that's my center line. If I do a stair facing that way, I'm going to do 7 in total. So that's 3 on that side, 3 on that side. Right, if we do that there, and then 1 facing that way, and then 1 facing that way, and then 1 facing that way. And that takes us kind of diagonally. Now, that's way too smooth of a line. It needs to be sort of sharper. I'll go back and fix that in a second. I'm going to check some comments. Thought I was good at Minecraft, says Milo or Milo, but I'm surely mistaken. That's probably not true. I'm sure you are good at Minecraft. So the Hammerhead Corvette by Nexus is only 116 meters long, 49 meters wide, and 68 meters tall. Have they released a measurement for that? Because I was waiting for like years for them to do that. Unless it, oh yeah, length 116 meters. Okay, yeah, I'll also be working on one then because, like I said, I've been waiting to do one for such a long time. Your voice is very easy to listen to for a long period of time. Oh, thank you, Michael. That's good to hear. Let's see. Clone has returned. Hi, Clone. And then 2-1 slave won't be a tutorial. I'm going to work on updating the textures and stuff first, and then it will. Right, let's get back to building. I'll check the comments again shortly. Right, I'm going to do this line again because I'm not happy with how steep it is. If we go with that there, and then this one goes that way. Yeah, that's fine. Awesome. Might need to be a bit wider actually. Let's just bring that to there, and that one goes there, and this one goes here. There we go. And then just 2 more random blocks. There we go. Cool. There's also like a circular bit here, which I'm just going to leave that off because it's going to be too difficult to do with the stairs. I might try it at another point. Could probably use, what is it? I thought we just whistled a bit there as well. That was strange. Use the light grey glazed terracotta. However, it would have a blue line as the circle, which I don't know if I'd do that actually. It doesn't sound as good now I say it out loud. If we look at the engines, why are the trapdoors on this? Because obviously I've done this, but I'm trying to work out my own thought process. Maybe I was trying to add more of a curve. I don't know, but I'm taking them off because it only goes 38 down, and this is, well, that's 39 there on this block. That's 38, which is there. I've got them here as well. Get rid of those. So yeah, the underside is essentially ready for the ramp now. Obviously that just needs mirroring over, but you know what, I'll do it now. I'll do it now. No time like the present, I suppose. And then I will check some more of your comments, and then we will carry on. So there we go, that's essentially what the underside looks like with the details applied for that section. Obviously the ramp still needs doing, going on about the ramp loads, but you know, I have to do that. The ramp is not going to be that amount of blocks wide, it's only going to be 4 off that side, 4 off that side. I think this is 13 here. Yeah, 13 wide. So then what's on the other side? Okay, so I could also do, essentially, if I mask this off, so that's where the ramp ends. Can do these bits as well. So there's this line essentially carries on to about there. And then let's put it actually a bit further, put it to there. And then we're going to then corner it, I think, to there. And then here goes like that. Is there any way I can do that without cornering? Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Right. There's also another line that goes about, I'd say about there. And then we can we mask this bit off as well, there we go. There we are, and then we fill this in, essentially. I think this also goes a bit further across, but I might have to do that another time because I'm not sure how far it goes. I'm going to read some comments really quick. I've just found the stream with no idea what this channel does. I do Minecraft, Star Wars, and Halo tutorials, and that's basically it. I have dabbled in other things, but that's pretty much what I do mostly. This is a Sentinel class landing craft, yes. Any building tips you could give anyone in chat or else extras? In terms of general building, I'd say, I don't know, it depends what you're building really. Obviously use a variety of materials. Don't stick to just all one block because it gets very tiring. Because if you have like all this, it doesn't look very good. It looks like toothpaste. Actually, wait, no, toothpaste can be colourful. But yeah, block variety is always a massive part of making detailed builds, and also I like to scale things like as close as I can to perfect. But obviously that's subjective. You don't need to do that. Don't mention bacon in the chat. I love bacon. There's some downstairs. I'm gonna have to get some. Not now. I'll do it after the stream. But yeah, my mouth's watering now. So let's continue with this. Whoever said if I'm working on the 1-to-1 scale Venator, that's not what I'm doing right now. No, but the 1-to-1 scale Venator is a thing. In fact, oh hello Darksider. I will go over there and show you where I've got to with that. I think I showed it last stream, but I've not really changed anything. It's still just the very back of the Venator at the minute, which is just the engines. Kind of waiting for 1.17 to come out, so that we get that extended build height, so I can basically do it as close as I can to the actual height. Yeah, here's the size of the Venator engines. These are the big ones anyway. I don't know if there's smaller ones. I am from England, yes. And don't worry, just a random astromech. No worry, it's about you being late. It's no problem. Will it be a tutorial? If you're on about the Sentinel, then I doubt it. It's a bit bigger than what I would normally do. If you mean the Venator, then absolutely not. Was that acclimated to 1-to-1? Yes. That's over here. Very big. There it is. Still at pretty much the same point that it was last stream when we worked on it. So I just started to work on the side details. However, where are they? I may have lost the side details that I worked on. I don't know how that's happened. Because the acclimator has been moved. Yeah, I've definitely lost the side details. So that stream was a waste. I don't know what's happened. How did this happen? What's smarter than this? Because I definitely remember doing some side details down there. I definitely did not dream that. Yeah, that's really weird. We've moved the acclimator from where it was before, right next to like the 1-to-10 scale stuff. That also moved as well. But yeah, it's really weird. I don't know why that detail would just go. Unless I'd mirrored it from left to right and got rid of the detail by accident. Oh yeah, I did. Oh no. Right, so essentially what's happened, we did the detail on essentially from there to there on stream. But then I didn't mirror it over onto this side. And then when I was copying because I can't cut and paste all of this build in one from its old home over there to here. I copied the left side only. So then when I've mirrored it back over again, it did the non-detail side. I'm such an idiot. Also, I also cut off the front of the bridge, and we don't have a copy of it, so I'm going to have to rebuild that, like, from references, from screenshots. So, yeah, I need to work on my pasting skills. But yeah, back to the Venator engines, because I just want to show those off again, because they, obviously they're well off in the distance. You never really... I don't really visit them very often, and I've not really done much progress with them for, let's say, about 2 months or so. But yeah, they are very huge, indeed. Yeah, maybe someday it'll be a full build, but for now, it's just a concept. It's a proof of concept. Anyway, back to the Sentinel. All the way over here. It's down here, isn't it? Yeah. There we go. What were we doing? We're doing this underside, I think, weren't we? Yeah. Right, so that goes there, that's there. That's... let's switch that to be that way. That's better. That's That's fine. We'll put a block here to mask that off. I essentially need to have that on this side. Which, I don't know, that seems like a lot of effort. Do you only do Star Wars and Halo? Just wondering. I also have a custom sci-fi series, which is called Trinity. I nearly called it Hyperion, which was the old name. Yeah, Trinity is sort of like a vast world of different factions and ships and stuff, just completely made up and sort of. I'm not really selling it here. Yeah, it's pretty much like you can do whatever you want with it. Whereas with Halo and Star Wars, obviously, you're working from material that already exists. Whereas with Trinity, it's like you get to do all your custom things, which is good. Jawa Sandcrawler go, brew, yeah. Kind of does actually, yeah. Right, yeah, so this needs to essentially just carry on across. Although that is a different layer, I guess. Stress. Right, so if we take this and go back to, I think it was, yeah. That also needs to go there. And let's do another one there, just for good measure. The problem is, obviously, I use snow a lot for these sort of curves. You can't really use snow on the underside. Well, you just can't. It's not a case of trying your best. You just can't. Snow doesn't stick to the ceiling. So I have to use trapdoors as like the one and only thing that's that sort of height for the underside. It makes it really confusing when I'm trying to copy top to bottom. Yeah, Cerberus likes the Trinity stuff. I don't really advertise Trinity very much because it's just not as fleshed out as I originally wanted it to be yet. And we do keep, because Clone's been working on it a little bit as well, we do keep going back and just adding a load of new stuff. But it's the same with Halo, where we just work on it sort of as and when, and it comes in massive bursts, I suppose. So, but I've already released a Trinity tutorial. I did the police speeder, and that's on the channel somewhere. I think it was about maybe 2 years ago now. That was the first and only Trinity tutorial that's come out so far. Yeah. Yeah, I really need to get that copied from there to there. Yeah, in fact, I could just copy it. I don't think top to bottom is going to work because there's that thing in the way. Yeah, I suppose I could just copy this over. So if I go to, let's say, which bit is it I need to do actually before I do that? Because I don't want to break this bit. There's that layer which is yeah, this one, that's fine. Let's go from, just go from here, I suppose. There, and grab, oh, it's disconnected that wall now. Oh, that was not what I meant to do, but go there, and then down to take a temporary block. Down to there. If we go, alright, I need to do a temporary block here. If we do copy, flip left, kind of hoping this works. I don't know if I've done something wrong here or what, but did I put it on that block or that block? I'll just say this one. Let's do paste, and then hope that haha, yes, perfect. There we go. So then this all gets knocked out, because we don't need that. I'm just going to read some comments. TIE Phantom 2 to 1 scale. Is that the one with the really long nose? I think it is, isn't it? How big is a 1-to-1 Sentinel class shuttle? It's I guess 35 meters or 40. I think it might be 40. Hmm. 1-to-1 Death Star and clone does interior. Yeah, you can ask him if he wants to do that. I think you'll get a pretty definite answer on that. So we got, yeah, there we go. All right. So we can fill these areas in now, which is awesome. Any bits you get to fill in is good news. And then we're going to go back and fill in some gaps here and there in a second. Oh yeah, Clone has done a mock-up Death Star interior before. I forgot about that. It was really good, actually. So I think that is fairly close to being right. Let's look on this. Let me just check something. I'm going to move this to be facing the other way. Like that. Can we corner this around? Will it work? Well, yes, but then that doesn't work. I must make a sacrifice, I suppose. Yeah, we'll have to do it that way, I guess. That's alright, though. We need to change this to be a block instead as well. And that can just be a normal stair. Ideally on this side as well, it would have been... Because they're stairs, aren't they? And that's on that layer. I wish the stairs were a layer under. That would have made it easier. Didn't someone do a 7-to-1 Tantavi on YouTube? A 7-to-1? That's a very strange scale. I like that detail. This looks good. Stuff like that's going to be all over the build once everything gets sorted out. Yeah, that's nice. Adds depth. Let's see how it looks in shaders, actually. Because I know the lighting can be a bit funny with shaders. Yeah, no, it's good. Sadly, I lose the night vision when shaders are on, which is a shame. What do you think of MCC Season 6? That's a good question. Someone asked about Halo, that's good. It's alright. I played on the new map. It's alright. It's a decent map. But it just doesn't aesthetically match with much else in Halo 3, I don't think. Don't get me wrong, it's a good looking map, it just doesn't really mesh. It doesn't feel real, almost. Yeah, I was playing on it earlier. The rocket launcher on that map, I think, on the balcony, there's I think there's Sniper or 2 in there, isn't there? Yeah, no. And then the customization wise, I'm not really a fan of the backpacks. I'm not really liking a lot of the Halo Online armors, but what can you do? I mean, most of them were in Season 5, I think, weren't they? The weapon skins, there's not really any that have been added that really caught my eye. But then the vehicle skins, I really, really like the black and gold ones. I think the Hornet and Scorpion have those, which is crazy. Sorry if there's a little bit of a lag in the stream there. It looked like my Wi-Fi just... And my voice is correct. Love that. It looks like my Wi-Fi just disconnected for a second. But I think we're back. How long is the Galanti Tooth 1 scale? It's like 120 or something like that. Is there a sign? Yeah, 128. Yeah, my voice, when I've talked for a lot, tends to crack, and it's not due to, like, lack of voice break, essentially, which is when your voice would usually crack. It's just tiredness, I think. Because I had my my birthday recently on the 7th, and getting on a bit now. Bit of an old man. How many hours have you played Minecraft in total? I don't think it tells you, does it? Does it? I don't know. Is there any way to see? Stats. Might not be in there, I don't know. Time played 49 days and 53 hours, but it's definitely more than that. I don't know if that's accurate, but yeah, I've been playing since 2011, I think. So it's definitely a bit more than that because I spend like 90% of my life on this game. Happy birthday for tomorrow, Milo. Do you think you could do a Super Star Destroyer? In some scale, yeah, I just don't know what scale I'd do it in. I'm going to delete that. I don't need that anymore. That's where the ramp's going to be. In fact, I could map out the ramp now. So it ends at... How many AT-ATs have you got built? If we include all the like variants, if we go over here, we've got 3 there. We've got also, if you remember from last stream, I was making like a giant walker. I got rid of that because I didn't like it. So yeah, rip. 3 of those there, and then we've also got the 3 on this side, plus the Kashyyyk version of the Rebels AT-AT, which is made by Clone543. It's just my build, but with vines and a really, really cool like lake area. There's a load of turtles and stuff in there, but they despawned, sadly. Again, rip. So the ramp ends at 23.8 meters long. We'll call it 24. And that's going to be there. And it's also... Probably should have measured from the top, actually. Oh yeah, we've got the measurement here. And it's going to be 41.38 meters down. So we've got... Go to here. Grab that. And go back down. That's 41. And we said it's 41.38. So if we do 41.5, we can make this a slab. There we go. So that's the end of the ramp. And it kind of goes... You know, I'm going to make it a stair because it kind of juts down and then shoots back up towards the back. So we're gonna do that. I'm just checking my reference model now. I'll come back to the comments in a second. So essentially that needs to go up to there, which I will now try and do. So I'll do this one as a slab. Full block, slab, full block, slab, full block, slab. Nowhere near what we need. 2 slabs, 2 full blocks, 2 slabs. I know this isn't going to work, I'm just testing. 2 slabs, and that's a full block. So what we're going to do is change this to be a... Let's do a stair. And 1 slab. And then we'll do a stair there as well. And then it's going to be a full block, stair, slab, full block, stair, slab. There we go. So that's where the ramp ends. Clever. And then we're going to take iron trapdoor as well. Put that on there just to kind of smooth that a little bit more. Could we make these full blocks? Or is it going to mess up the slope? No, that probably works a bit better actually. So let's stack this by 6 on either side. So that's covered the red wool there, that's good. And then on the sides we can just do a random selection of materials. There we go. I'll just knock a few of these ones out just to give those a bit of variation as well. There we are. And then final thing, we just need to change that red wool to be a normal block. There we go. So that's the kind of ramp on the underside. Now the one thing is here, I suppose, is that see, this is an issue because I can't tell. I think the underside is a bit smoother than the top, I think. I can't really zoom in either on my 3D model because my scroll wheel is still broken on my mouse. No, I think it should be alright. No, we'll leave it like that for now. It's just that there. I don't think it should. It might be 11 wide. That's what I'm thinking. Instead of 13. If we cut one off the end, we're going to have to try undo actually. And then stack by 5. Wait, oh no, I completely messed that up. There we go, stack that by 5, and then we need to redo the details again. Obviously, if you were here before, I know some of you have just joined, essentially we did all this underside detail. We'd left some red wool here for what I thought the width of the ramp was. However, now that we've actually done the length of the ramp and changed it from being about that long to there, it's actually a little bit slimmer than it was before. So now I need to not redo the underside, but I'm going to edit it slightly. So I think this set of stairs can face the other way. So that way now. Like that. And then, can I do anything with this? I think I can probably corner that stair. And then can I corner? No, it's not going to work. Okay. That might work. Yeah. We're going to add another stair here. And then this is just going to be... Yeah, we're going to have to... If we move that way. And then we need to now add extra blocks here. There we go. A lot of those are temporary, by the way, because we're just going to mirror everything over. We need to then replace these with that. Also then need to move that to there. And then move this back again. And then let's mirror this over and see what we've got so far. There we go. So the ramp, based on the reference, looks essentially perfect now. So we've gone down from 15 wide to 11, which is perfect. And that's a lot closer to what I expected it to be. I'm trying to think of the best way. No, that's fine. That'll be fine. There's like a square here, which it just looks too thick, but it'll be alright. It's only on the underside, so... Now, the Sentinel does seem to have some sort of like square detail on the underside. I don't know if it's like a cargo bay that could drop down or something, but I'm just going to do it with lines. We'll do that next stream though, because the underside is going to be a massive project within itself. But yes, we've finished all that essentially, which is good. The ramp is not finished. That will need details, but again, I'll probably do that next stream. We are coming towards the end of the stream today, which is a shame as always, but I will start trying to do them more regularly. We've also got the vents done that we did earlier. So these are good. That's a detail that I probably would have missed off if I'd not noticed it in the reference. And I suppose next time we work on the Sentinel, we could potentially do this. I might have fixed the head by then as well. I hope. But yeah, I think that'll all have to be done next stream. But yeah, before we end off, I'm just going to catch up with some comments. Can you do a build for a 1-to-1 scale ATTE? That will come shortly. I just need to update the model a little bit. The mouse broke. It's not a true gamer mouse then. I'm sorry to have to tell you this. I have the Corsair Iron Claw, I think it is, RGB, and on two of them, the scroll wheel has come unattached and kind of rotates freely. I sent one off about 6 months ago, and they sent me a new one, and this one is also now broken. So I can't zoom in. I've had to change all my key bindings because in Halo in particular, I would just scroll up to change weapon. So I've had to change that, which is sad. Are there any new 1-to-1 scale builds in the stream that aren't from last stream? I think you joined a bit after I showed them next, so I will go back there. I'll end this at 1:30, by the way. I know you didn't say 2-to-1, but this is a new 2-to-1 build Nexus, by the way. I don't think anything new is over here. Nothing new on the Rebel side. This is new. It's a tiny little Home Spider droid. So that was built today, so that wasn't in the last stream. And also the MTT has been updated for the Separatist one, and also the Trade Federation one has had the front updated. And then the Consular has also been finished 1-to-1. So that's looking mighty fine. And I think that's pretty much all the 1-to-1 stuff that's been added or updated. We did suffer a tragic loss recently, in which there's a missing trapdoor here also. Before I go into the sad news, there was a horse on the server that's been here since pretty much the beginning. Yeah, his name was Tesco, and he was sadly killed by me. Clone 543 didn't speak to me for a little while. It was by accident. Yeah, so I was doing this thing where like I made like a kind of hanging post essentially with fences. I'll do a little mock up of what I did. So let's just make a quick little hanging post. So like that essentially, and then I add the horse. I'm going to sacrifice one right now, by the way, just to show you what happened. That's a horse there. Oh, that's a nice horse as well. I feel bad for doing what I'm about to do, but where are leads? I don't know where they are. He's walking away now as well. There they are. So I essentially did this, had him sort of dangling like that, and I thought, if you destroy that block, does he not just touch the ground and sort of land on his feet? But it turns out he sort of takes all the fall damage that he would have took from falling, and so Tesco sadly died. So if I destroy that... Oh, he didn't die. Alright. Well, Tesco clearly was just a wimp. But yeah, that's essentially what happened, and Clone made this statue in his honour. Now we have Tesco Mark II. Doesn't really do anything though. And yeah, I'm a murderer, pretty much. Please don't take that voice clip out of context, because that would really tarnish my name. But yeah, that is pretty much everything, I'd say, for today. We're nearly at past. I'm going to keep talking and answer any more questions you might have. Please let me know. Clone may be saying that I'm lying about it being an accident, but I am not. He's now going to take that voice clip where I just said that I'm a murderer, and he's going to put it everywhere. So yeah, I'll see you later, guys, because I'm getting banned from YouTube. I'm going to destroy some of these temporary blocks because I don't really need these anymore. There's some under here that I don't really need either. I'm going to destroy those, make it a bit neater. All these can go. And there's a lot of like blocks there that I don't need anymore. Yeah, look at all this. It'll make it easier to copy over, and if we ever did do a tutorial on this, you won't want to have to do all these blocks that don't actually contribute to the build. There we go. Oh no, I accidentally went to the outside there. That could have been bad. There we go. That one can't go, that's to stay. Can that go? Yes, that can go. That can't. Rebel Y-Wing tutorial 1-to-1 scale. Where is it? It's over here. Yeah, the Y-Wing is one of those things that the size always seems to change. I will use the last 2 minutes to talk about the Y-Wing. While it's probably one of my favourite looking ships in Star Wars, I just hate the fact that it never seems to stay consistent with its sizes. So this Y-Wing, I'd say, is 16.24 meters. So this model of the Y-Wing, not my build, is in the episode 5, I think it was, or 4. It's one of them. It was in that one is 16.24 meters. The Republic one is 23 point something meters. I think it's 23.4. This is here, but it's not. This is the thing. It can't be that long, and the measurement is wrong, and that's why it's took so long to actually make a Republic Y-Wing. Is because even the measurement they give on the official site on Wikipedia, they're both wrong. It literally cannot be 23.4 meters, unless it was a completely different model of Y-Wing. But it's not. It's about, I think we worked out about 20 or 21 meters would be the accurate length of this one. So that's the size we worked on here. And Clone made this Y-Wing, by the way. But yeah, you asked for the Rebel Wing, and I've just gone on a massive tangent there. Anyway, that's going to be the end of the stream. Thank you all for tuning in.
and sitting through my nonsense. Yeah, Cerberus. Yeah, they do say that, but then the ones that are in Rebels look like they've been stripped down from the Clone Wars, which would essentially mean that there was 2 different sizes of Y-wing, both fighting in the Clone Wars. Which, yeah. Anyway, yeah. Bruce, I missed. Man, it's a shame. I did say what time we'd be doing it today, though, so it's not on me, man. I'll see you later, guys. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and stay safe, and yeah, have a great rest of your day.